We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for pulling up and clicking play. Hopefully you click that like button as well. This will not be an extremely long live stream. I just came across some information on X that just freaking blew my mind, man. There's a whole lot going on. It's a whole lot going on. People are trying to shut up Elon. They're trying to shut up Trump. They're trying to file complaints and lawsuits, and it's so much happening right now. It's crazy. Can't we all just get along? We just now had a beautiful Super Bowl where Taylor Swift was booed and Trump was applauded. I mean, what's going on, guys? Can we get along? Democrats, listen, nobody's trying to attack you. What we're trying to do is make sure that this government that takes care of us all and manages our tax money, that they would do the right thing with it and look out for us. You know what I mean? This audit that's happening is not against Democrats. It's not against Republicans or conservatives. It's simply trying to get our affairs in order so that all Americans can benefit at the same time. I know y'all don't see it this way, but this is not an attack on you. Stop thinking so highly of yourselves that you think it's all about you. It's not all about you. Sometimes we want to put Americans before anything. This is the United States of America, right? Well, we should put ourselves first. Unfortunately, though, the people you voted into office, they're crooks. They are crooks. And what blows my mind is people can care less about the information that's coming out. They care more about the person that's putting the information out there. They care more about the fact that nobody elected this person. Well, nobody elected Kamala Harris, but y'all was ready to put her in the presidency. You know what? Let me go and fall back on that. I don't want to start no trouble. All right. I don't want to start no trouble. But a whistleblower actually did come forward. Check this out right here, man. All right. So we have, so hold on one second. Let me pull this up so I can get you right. Make sure y'all hit that like button, gang. Hit that like button. All right. So information did come out about, now this is Pennsylvania arrest warrants. That just now came out, but we're going to read the affidavit first. All right. The affidavit says, I, Hadassah Feinberg, affiant and federal whistleblower, hereby allege that defendant Joshua Shapiro, in his personal, individual, and official capacity, facilitated, organized, and carried out his plan to assassinate President Donald J. Trump on July 13th, 2024. Defendant Shapiro was unsuccessful in completing his mission, thank God, but is responsible for organizing and facilitating it, injuring the current president and causing the unaliving of Corey Comportor. I think that's how you say it. Defendant Shapiro conspired and colluded with Pennsylvania officials, namely Pennsylvania State Police Commissioner Christopher Paris. Now, this is an affidavit, man. This is official to carry out the attempted assassination of President Donald J. Trump on July 13th, 2024. Defendant Shapiro commenced the facilitation and coordination of the attempted assassination by utilizing Pennsylvania State Trooper Commissioner Christopher Perez to conceal the crimes. Defendant Christopher Perez made false and inconsistent statements under oath to the Senate Judiciary Committee around August 2024. He falsified statements to thwart and impede the criminal investigation and obscure the discovery of facts leading up to the attempted assassination in Butler, Pennsylvania. Defendants Joshua Shapiro and Christopher Perez's actions were willful and not a security failure, as defendant Perez testified under oath to the Senate Judiciary Committee. Bruh, this is nuts. This is nuts. They absolutely did not think that Trump will win and this stuff will come out. Well, he did win by a landslide, and now it is. Let's continue. On July 13th, 2024, President Donald J. Trump was shot from the Pennsylvania State Police perimeter at the Butler, Pennsylvania rally. This was not within the perimeter assigned to the United States Secret Service, and all statements relating to the Secret Service's failure are false. In his sworn testimony, defendant Perez fabricated, distorted, and willfully blamed the United States Secret Service for security failures in efforts to divert the criminal investigation and conceal the crimes. Both defendants, Christopher Perez and Governor Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania, are named on a RICO lawsuit at the Pennsylvania Commonwealth Court for their ongoing crimes of public corruption and fraud in the state of Pennsylvania against thousands of whistleblowers, witnesses, and victims. Now it goes into this part right here. Hold on one second. So on February 5th, 2025, at least 5 federal provided witness testimonies to the state and federal crimes committed by defendant Shapiro spanning over 10 years, including Gregory, what's that say? Stenstrom, Leah Hoops, and Sean Connolly. In the days leading up to the attempted assassination, Alex Soros made credible threats to assassinate President Donald J. Trump. He has never faced any criminal investigating, despite his valid threats. Defendant Josh Shapiro, a close confidant of Soros and recipient of large campaign donations, carried out the premeditated plan to thwart President Trump from being elected. Defendant Shapiro was actively engaged in laundering funds with Ukraine. The verified election of President Donald J. Trump would not only expose Shapiro's federal laundering, but expose multiple officials from the Democratic Party who were laundering millions of taxpayer dollars, which is why a whole gang of individuals are pissed off at Elon Musk and Trump right now because they are currently being exposed. We was talking about this yesterday when we showed Senator John Kennedy breaking down every single thing that Doge has been exposing. And Letitia James is trying to get in front of it with the lawsuit. This is what they do. They're trying to get in front of it with the lawsuit. Let's continue. Defendant Josh Shapiro, Governor Josh Shapiro, invited President Zelensky to meet with him in person in 2024, where he physically signed bombs in an unprecedented photo op with the Ukrainian president. In the weeks leading up to the Trump rally, President Joseph R. Biden, who gave himself preemptive pardons all the way for 10 years, him, his son, and many others, made frequent visits to the defendant, Joshua Shapiro, to discuss the obstacle faced by the Democratic Party. Joshua Shapiro organized, schemed, and conspired with other officials to carry out the attempted assassination against former President Donald J. Trump. Defendant Governor Joshua Shapiro and Pennsylvania State Police Commissioner Christopher Paris are guilty and liable of willful misconduct, and their plans to facilitate and organize the attempted assassination must be investigated and charged. Defendant Shapiro is guilty of committing thousands of crimes, including but not limited to threatening, intimidating, and stalking federal whistleblowers, including this affiant and her children, obstructing and tampering with the murder investigation of Ellen Greenberg, actively obstructing and facilitating election interference in Delaware County, Pennsylvania, in 2020, obstructing justice and threatening Matthew and Carolyn Peterson, obstructing the murder investigation of 9-year-old Jared Tutko. What? He's trying to stop them from finding out about a murder investigation with a 9-year-old, obstructing the murder investigation of 19-month-old Iris Mummert, obstructing the criminal investigation of sexual abuse against JG through Michelle Henry, obstructing the criminal investigation of child endangerment relating to EGS, ES, ERS, and ENS. This dude is a goddamn criminal. Oh my gosh. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts, bruh. Look, like anybody else, I'm really enjoying this whole political drama thing that's going on, but the more we dive into this, we realize why they kept trying to paint Donald J. Trump as a racist, as a liar, trying to take all of the money out of his bank account, trying to unalive him twice or thrice. We don't know how many times. We don't know how many times they failed. That's what we don't know. But we do know the other times that we've seen them capture the people who tried. Oh, idiots. And I still want to know, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to go off the rail because I don't know how to weave the way that Trump knows how to weave. When I leave the reservation, I don't come back. My mind just don't work that way. But now I have a real understanding. See, this is, guys, if you are a Democrat and this was your very first time voting Republican, this is why we have seen the wool pulled over our eyes our entire lives. Politicians on the left and the right are crooked as hell. But as of late, they have been going super hard in the paint with their crooked asses on the left, trying to act as if they are for our best interests, and they are not. They are not. For anybody that look at me and say that I'm a conservative, I'm based, I'm following this lunatic because I'm in some cult, bruh, y'all are the ones that need to wake the hell up. I am not hearing anybody on the left mentioning any of the wasteful spending that's being uncovered by Elon Musk and his Doge, gang of young geniuses, because that's really what they are. They're uncovering everything. And people are starting to bring their stories forward and bring them down. This is not about tearing down the government. This is not about tearing down our country. It's about giving us, the American people, the truth. What has been happening with our money? And something else was just now discovered from Doge. More than $51 million was being sent to New York to cover the shelter, to pay for shelter for illegal immigrants just last week. Just last week. They are still doing it. They are still, like, it's like they just spitting in the face of Trump. They're like, I don't care if you're the president. Elon, I don't care what department you're over. We are still going to do things the way that we want to do things. Status quo. That's not the case. You're going to start to see a lot. Biden, bruh, you should have pardoned a lot more people. That's what I'm getting from this right here. Biden, President Joe Biden, number 46, brother, if you can hear me, if you can hear the words that are coming out of my mouth, you should have pardoned way more people, because Doge is uncovering everything. Everything, bruh. And I'm excited about it. For any asshole out there, you damn idiots, for any idiots out there who are pissed off that things are being uncovered, that we're finding out what was happening to our money, you're pissed off about that, but you won't question the representatives and the congressmen and the senators that you voted into office. You're just pissed off at the person that found the dead body. That makes absolutely no sense. But that tell me that you never loved this country in the first place. You never gave a damn about the rest of us as American citizens. You just bought into these lies, into their narratives, into propaganda, and you are comfortable with it. And you were willing to put someone in office that also didn't give a damn about us. Last week, we covered the 60-minute conversation, the interview with Kamala Harris. I am so glad. Please let me know if you've seen that. Also, let me know in the comments if you feel like we dodged a bullet by not electing Kamala Harris as the president. Not because she's not a beautiful young lady. I still think that she's a beautiful young lady. Her attitude, though, is shitty. Excuse my French. A lot of y'all didn't know that I was bilingual. Well, I am. All right. I am. I'm quite bilingual. I'm just trying to calm that down a little bit. All right. But she didn't care enough about this country to even know how our money worked, to even want to put American citizens before illegal immigrants or undocumented citizens, humans, as they call them. They went out of their way and brought in tens of millions of people into our country, put our dollars, our hard-earned money into their pockets to make sure that they fuel the economy so that they can look good. They didn't care anything about closing the border. They put it all in that border bill and try to act as if that was the only way to fix it. And the one person that was getting the front of it was Donald J. Trump, because he likes to run on a problem and not a solution. We need to stop trusting so many of these people that we put into office, man. Donald Trump, I will say this to you, President Trump, listen to me, bro. When I started hearing about everyone losing their jobs in USAID, in Department of Education, all these different pieces of the government, and I'm hearing my family and my friends complaining about losing contracts because of DEI going away in the government, I can do nothing but feel it. I empathize with them. I understand where they're coming from. And I have these conversations with them often. So I'm starting to second guess whether or not I voted for the right guy. But now I know for a fact that I voted for the right dude. Why? Because it makes me feel good as a citizen to vote someone into office that makes promises and they actually keep those promises. Even if it means that the entire government will be against them. Even if it means that they're putting themselves out there, they're risking their own lives, literally. Literally. Trump knew who he was taking down. He know the power that they have. He's very much aware of this, but he did not care. He did not care because he knew that it had to happen. And they just blatantly lied to us, stole from us, and did not give a damn. They just called him a liar because they never thought that he would have an opportunity to plead his case. They never thought that Trump would have an opportunity to put people in place like Elon Musk, to put people in place like Tulsi Gabbard, Kash Patel, who will pull all of this information and throw it right back in their faces. If y'all think this is only the beginning, I don't know what the dad gonna say. This blows, it literally blows my mind, man. I did not think that they will move this fast. And not saying that I doubted that Trump will pull, like when he said that he would drain the swamp, he was not playing. This dude was not playing. Already he has saved upwards of how many billions of dollars has he saved? Check this out right here. I want to show this to y'all. Look, $50 billion in fraudulent entitlement payments killed by Doge. $4 billion in NIH admin fees killed by Doge. $516 million in DEI contract office of personnel management. $420 million for unoccupied lease cancellation. $375 million in USAID DEI contracts. $59 million spent last week on luxury New York hotels for illegal immigrants. $50 million for condoms in Gaza. $45 million for a scholarship program for students in Burma. $20 million related to the Russiagate impeachment hoax. $20 million for a new Sesame Street show in Iraq. $19 million to promote inclusion in Vietnam. $10 million linked to an Al-Qaeda associated terrorist group. $8 million to Politico, $7 million for promoting LGBTQAI plus advocacy in Jamaica and Uganda, $5 million to Eco Health Alliance allocated to the Wuhan lab, where, now listen to this, where COVID was created. Where COVID, we are sending $5 million to the lab where COVID was created. This is the place that's responsible for millions of American citizens dying. But they want to blame it on Trump. See, this is the thing. They create a problem and then they sell you the cure to the problem. They create all of these illegal immigrants in the country, and then they try to sell you a border bill that's going to continue to funnel money back into their pockets, because 56 or $59 billion in that border bill was still going toward Ukraine. Make that make sense. I believe only $12 billion was going to be allocated to the border. Of course, they got to put a little bit in there if they're going to call it a border bill, but the majority of the funds in the bill was going to other nations. Again, they was trying to pull the wool over our eyes. They were saying the only way we can fix this is by voting for us and not that guy over there who act as if he care about American citizens. As soon as he got the job again, as soon as 45 became 47, 45 became 47. This brother got to work, closed the borders, got a great majority of the illegal immigrants up out of here early. People was pissing themselves when he decided to hire Tom Homan. Is that his name, Tom or Tim Homan? Tom Homan? And they were saying, but what about breaking up families? What about separating families? Holman was like, I don't want to separate families. The whole family can go. I ain't trying to separate no families, but you're not about to tug at my heartstrings either. The whole family can go. And now we got American citizens crying online like it's bad what they're doing. Listen, I don't want any families in the world to be harmed. I really don't. I really don't. But do you know that the cartels were using these people to funnel drugs over to our country? Do you know that they are still human trafficking these individuals? Like, we are putting them in harm's way by even trying to play these stupid games that we're playing, simply to continue to fatten our pockets and to cover up our wasteful spending, so that our senators and congressmen and people that we vote into office can continue to just take advantage of our money. And now they are all pissed off because the party is over. And I'm not crying for them. I do not care, bro. I do not care. One thing that I'm seeing online is everyone is talking about Elon Musk is not deserving of the position he's in. Everyone's talking about he don't know what he's doing. Everyone's talking about how dangerous and demonic Trump is. But all he is doing is positive moves for our nation. He's moving us forward. I know a lot of people not going to like what I'm saying. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I'm close to it. I'm in Maryland, man. DC, Maryland, Virginia, we vote Democrat. Not always Virginia, but DC and Maryland, mostly Democrat. And if they are a black politician, oh, we definitely voting for them. We don't care what they stand for. We don't care anything about what they plan on doing for this country. We're not going to hold them accountable. We saw on that 60 Minutes interview with Kamala Harris, that was 3 years and 9 months into her job. And she still ain't do sugar honey iced tea for this nation, bro. Nothing. But she did make sure that I think it was like $40 billion went to the Asian Pacific group. She made sure that they got their money. Oh, yeah, she made sure. Why is that? You go ahead and do your own research, because some people will say, no, she's black. She didn't do anything for them. When they was asked, what are you going to do for black people? She said, I'm not doing anything for one group of people. Well, she did a whole lot for the LGBTQAI plus community. She did a whole lot for the Asian Pacific community. So that was a lie. Elon Musk, Trump, continue to do your thing. And also, I want to say thank you so much, guys, for y'all pulling up. Y'all are absolutely amazing. I really appreciate y'all taking the time to join me in this live stream. And for everybody that has been purchasing my YouTube course, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Y'all are absolutely dope. And I hope to help you be as successful as possible on this internet thing. But y'all go and look into this information I just gave you. Don't believe nothing that I told you just now. You go look for yourself. All right. That's something that messes us up. We believe things blindly and we just run with it. Go look into it yourself. I read the affidavit. You go look into it. Chuck Schumer, he tried to create a whistleblower portal. Oh, since they got a whistleblower, we need one now. Tell us all your complaints. Tell us everything you're mad about. Come on, hurry up, so we can have something to combat. They are treating this country like it's a damn game. I ain't got time for that. I want my children to have a country years, 10, 20, 100 years from here. My kids. I want my grandkids to have a safe and thriving nation the same way that I have, the same way that I experienced it. But the way that they're playing games, Chuck Schumer don't give a damn. He's just like, okay, since they got a whistleblower, now we need one. Let's see if MSNBC and CNN report on this Josh Shapiro situation. I bet they won't. And I bet they also not going to show you these numbers that Elon Musk and Trump has helped us bring back into our own pockets. Man, please. Love y'all, man. I'll see you on the next one. And thank you. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age. I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.